With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game.
That's right, Cooper. I'm gonna clean your pipes.
Me join a harem? Oh, give me a break.
You're in for a trick.
I don't understand.
That's because you're a dog, Luigi.
Woof.
And then I have to fight the final boss after all of this. I have one hit. You know what? The impressive part will be me doing this in one hit. Because watch, this is going to be game over, right? And then they're going to be like, oh, what do you do? What do you do? I'm sorry. I made it through the level with the amount of lives that I had. We're not doing this, okay? I simply can't. Him shooting the bubbles out is like, it's lagging the game. When the game starts to lag because of the amount of projectiles being shot at me, I'm sorry. I'm not running through the whole thing again when lag is the thing that's going to get me killed in the final stretch of the game. What? This arc? Criminy. Oh boy. Oh, what are we doing here, okay? I want to know what we're doing here. I have to sit here and wait for the thing I need to throw at him. He throws bubbles directly at me. What am I supposed to do? He covers the whole path. He covers the whole path. They shoot like horizontally outward. They shoot like this weird horizontal arc. If I was a kid and I made it all the way to the end and was confronted with this, and I was confronted with this nonsense, and I lost all my lives and got a game over and had to like go back to the beginning of the game. Where is his hitbox? Where is his hitbox even at this point? Forget his attack pattern. I'm trying to understand where I'm supposed to hit this guy. He covers the whole thing. He covers the whole thing. Okay, alright. It's like no matter where I'm standing when that attack comes out, it's on top of me. Like what, like that, you see, it's like I'm astounded. See how hard that is? To have to try. Can't jump out of it, can't stand underneath it, can't move left or right. What are my options? Did he destroy the turnip? I can't, I'm like moving as far away as possible. This is wild. Okay. I think I don't understand. Oh, I have to throw them in his mouth? Look how hard it was to dodge that, honestly. Honestly. The lag, too. It's funny because if I jump up at that part, I die. And then if I stayed where I was standing, I was gonna die because there was another one coming out right at me. So you have to throw this stuff into his mouth? Seriously? This is what's being asked of me? Really? Really? I think maybe I can chain him? I can like chain. But the bubbles break the stuff? Seriously? Oh my gosh, the way he arcs this stuff is so stupid. This is some old era like nonsense here. This isn't the look, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is the hardest game ever made. Like, no. Alright, but this is stupid. Like, I think we can all admit that. And for anybody who's being like, oh yeah, well this is a like real games that really tested you back in my day, and it's like, well, good for you, all right? You had a miserable experience. I'm so glad that games are not designed like this anymore. Holy crud. You can like wear the fact that you played this originally when you were a kid, you sat down, you beat it in one sitting because you had to, not because you wanted to, but because you were made to, by the way the game was designed. You can wear that as a badge of honor. Congratulations, so happy for you. This is nonsense. I don't respect it. I'm not here for it. I'm not happy about it. What was that arc? Before I even touch the ground, these things get... That one's crazy. That one's wild. Directly on me, the moment the thing shot out. What? They shot one out before I even got here. What? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. I just have to let these land on me. That seems to be the fact that his bubbles can destroy the stuff that takes so long to come out, the stuff that only pops out when he attacks, the stuff that you can only throw at him when he attacks. It's crazy. I think the biggest problem with stuff like this is that it would be bad enough if they stacked like 2 of these mechanics against you, but they just had to layer them on over and over again. Like this whole level, it couldn't just be the boss. It had to be a whole level It couldn't just be a level. It had to be a whole level filled with nonsense. It had to be a whole level filled with garbage. And it couldn't be one boss. It had to be 3 bosses. Including one literally just to screw with you. Like a mimic door. That's why, I mean, you gotta understand. That's why I said screw it to trying to do the entire thing with the bosses at the end. The moment that I die because you turn the door into a mimic, screw you. I don't care. I don't care anymore. What is that hitbox, man? I gotta stand away from him. His hit. Oh, I was gonna say his attack pattern's like better, you know, when you're when you're further away. But then he proved me wrong. Come on, man. It didn't even shoot another thing out. It's like every time I think I've learned the timing. Ay ay ay, man. Really? Really, man? Okay, I don't have to throw it right into his mouth. I can hit his stomach, and it seems to work. The lag. The lag. I can't believe it, man. Really, man? The arc, why does it have to shoot down at like a downward angle? I was so close to him. Like how? Like which bubble hit it? Oh my gosh, man. What? What? Really? Really? I'm like trying to figure out the timing on him, and I just can't do it. It's like when you hit him a second time, he shoots it in such a crazy arc. It's so low and at such an angle that like I don't know what to do. Really, man? I didn't see a bubble. That one. That one right there. It's wild. It's wild. The lag. It's just getting laggier. Like, what is actively trying to, like, break my console or something? I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, that pattern. You know, it's like sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. I just don't understand. Yeah, that was awful. It was such an awful pattern. I think I need to wait for like a bubble or two to come out first, maybe? Yeah. Okay. It's like when he first opens his mouth, the chances of you messing up, or the chances of your fruit or vegetable or whatever getting destroyed are pretty high. I knew it was going to be that low one. I knew it was going to be that disgustingly low one. So far out. Really? Oh, he went higher than he's ever gone that time. What changed, bud? The lag. It's just... I just don't know. Oh my gosh, what is that pattern? Have I even made it past 3 hits? I don't think I've even gotten 3 hits, to be completely honest. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. I'm leaning in. I'm leaned forward. I'm focused. I'm in my prime. I stepped away for a moment. I literally had to get up and leave because I just. Ay, 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 that pattern. It shocks me every time how obscene the angle of these bubbles are sometimes. It's crazy to me. How many times do you have to hit this guy? So that's 3. Low angle. Low angle. Could you imagine? I would still be going through the level 20 more times. To make it to here, to die immediately. Even Armored Core 6 doesn't do that. Even Armored Core 6 is like, you want to start back at the boss you just got to, bud? That's fine. Because that's the point. The point is to fight the boss now. Not to go through the whole thing again. Why would he make you go through the whole thing again? We're not monsters, says FromSoft, the creators of the hardest games. Here's the thing, there's hard, but there's like the challenge, right? There's like this middle road of like, well, you want a challenge, right? And it's like, yeah, I want a challenge. The challenge right now is that freaking Wart keeps lag switching me. That's the challenge right now. Yep, that's why I backed up. I could feel it. I could feel that was going to happen. Really? Really? Is he shooting it in some kind of pattern that I can discern? I don't feel like he is. Is that... Oh, no. What? Ah, yay, the lag switching. I just... What? I got... Can we get the freaking mods in here? Freaking boot them from the server? Criminy. They had the boss shoot an amount of projectiles that cannot exist on screen at the same time without lagging the game. Can you believe that? I can believe that. I started today with such hope. And here's the thing. I feel okay now that I'm here doing this, honestly. I don't feel okay. I never have. There is, like... Okay. There is a certain level of, appreciation I can have for the game, regardless of my frustrations with it. And here's the thing, I'm playing this... having a very different experience with this than you would be otherwise. I have a very tame experience right now, alright? there's very little, this is very low stakes, right? I'm not going to be reset to the beginning of the game. I'm not going to be thrown back to the beginning of the level even at this point, because I said screw it to that. I'm just here, again, I'm here as a passerby. I'm here to see what the games have to offer. And I will meet the challenges that befall me in the process of doing that. Sure. He was being a real scumbag that time. He was throwing like the same low patterns at me over and over again. Like this. Yeah. Every time. I'm getting very tired of him destroying my projectiles. I have so little in this world. I have my turnips and my tomatoes and my onions. I think they're onions. There might be leeks. See, oh no, it's garlic. This is garlic. Totally garlic, not an onion. Why did these hurt him so? Oh my gosh, so far. What was that? Give me a vegetable I can catch, dude. Every time with that one, ugh. Really? Really? Look at his model just glitch around. Like, I don't, like, what is happening? I hope you don't have to hit him like 6 times or something. Can we stop at like 5? I've made it to 4, so can we just do like 5 after this? Jeez, I'm trying to be a little bit smarter about where exactly I'm standing. Oh, dude, the delay. It's like he knows. It's like he can see my freaking inputs, like in fighting games, when you. With like old fighting games, the AI can like read your input, or the computers can like read your inputs to be able to react to things like the millisecond you press a button. I think you know, I forgot that I'm using an upscaler, and that I've been using an upscaler even with these old games. I think that's what the graphical glitches might be. I don't even know if you're getting them on your end. Might just be on my computer screen or my monitor right now. The fact that I'm also here with one hit left, 0 lives, 1 hit, really just, I think, is a good representation of what the last like 3 or so worlds of this game have done. I would say the last 2. I'd have to go back and see what World 5 was again exactly. Everything's kind of blending together. Had a great time. 1 through 4 at least 1 through 4. Great time, honestly. I don't know why they had to like get like old video game on me here at the end. Everything at the beginning I feel like was very pleasant. There were like little story arcs amongst levels about like how they transition from one bit to the other. They had cool themes, they had unique themes across each one. Then they just started repeating, I feel like they started repeating Birdo a lot. Birdo was like a given at the end of every single level, you had to fight Birdo. Can I please get a good throw? That was like that must have been like frame perfect. Oh my gosh, that was a disgusting pattern right there. Like the lowest he can spit this stuff out. Really? I didn't get it. Dang. What? Oh my gosh. Dude, shoot the vegetables at me, man. Really? Why is this window so unforgiving? Like again, it's one of those things where it's like old game design is like why we've come up with a list of ways to make this harder. We're going to do all of them. Instead of being a list of options, this is a checklist to make we're going to check off each one to make sure we do every single one. The fact that he can destroy the things, get the projectiles that you need to throw at him before they even like get anywhere close to you is also crazy to me. Dude. I don't think I've had something give me this much trouble since the robot in Samus Returns. Why these ones have to have like the harshest arc ever. I just feel like it's getting laggier. I feel like the longer we go, the laggier it gets. am I on like a time limit? Like if I don't beat him within a certain time limit, the game is going to lag into oblivion? Is that it? Oh, is it it? Oh my gosh. Oh. What is that? What am I releasing? Fairies? Is that what I was doing this for? Contributor Mario. Really? Oh, it actually tracks who you played as the most. Luigi's too whack for a lot of these levels. Really being the snot out of Wart over there? Gee, did they execute him, like, publicly? They should. Well, look at this. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, the relief. Oh. But it was all a dream. Oh, this is kind of a fun little credit scene. I've never seen this credit sequence before. Luigi Princess. Couldn't say Peach. Toad. Shy Guys. Oh, they're gonna name everybody? Cool. Oh, Ninjas. Right. Bezos. They've had Bezos before. Pokepose. Haven't brought those guys back. Tweeters. And those were Bob-ombs, yeah. Hoopsters. Trouter? So not Cheeps, obviously. Pidgeot. Panzer's back in 3, I think. Flurry, I don't think they brought Flurries back. Albatross, it's literally an albatross. Okay, Phanto. Have not brought back Phantos. There were Spark adjacent guys. Subcons. Pokies. That's not Birdo. Ostro? What the crud? Have I lost my mind? Is this a Bearstein Bear thing? Or like what's... Mauser, Fry Guy. Again, Mauser adjacent people. Clawglip. Triclide. And then Wart. Right? Wart? Wart, yeah. Yeah, screw you, Wart. Freaking get cast back into the oblivion of sleep. Oh, this is cool. I wasn't expecting an actual like little end credit sequence. This is fun. Well, that's Super Mario Bros. 2. Now that I can think with some clarity, and my rage has ended, it is a good game. I don't know how. I had more fun with 1. I didn't get frustrated with 1, which is crazy because it was like the weirder feeling one, and it was like, it's the older game, it's a weirder feeling game, arguably less forgiving, and yet, but what it didn't do, it increased the challenge, but not to a degree in which it began to hinder the experience. Granted, I'm playing with a very specific rule set here, right? This game, I flat out just had to make an extra save state at the very end because it was two extra save states in the last level because it was just too much. It was like I'll be here forever trying to do this and I don't want to be, right? The way this game increased the challenges was like in the most frustrating, annoying ways possible. That weird little cloud bit where you have to like walk with all the Shy Guys, and they're on multiple levels, and they kept presenting me with scenarios where there were no options. And when you present the player with no options, it doesn't feel good when they lose, when they inevitably lose, or inevitably get hit, or lose other hearts, or lose all their lives. Same thing and then the randomness of certain things. Like when I walked up to the platform in Wart's Castle, and instead of 2 electric balls, instead of 2 sparks, there were 4. And the spark sequence too was designed in such a way where they just said, here's 20 million sparks, and here's a pattern that is, if there is a window, it's so tight that you'll miss it every time. It's crazy. It's hard. It was hard. It was hard in a not fun way. It was hard in a not engaging way. I think that's really unfortunate. Because again, for the first like 5 worlds, I want to say, I was having a good time. 5-ish, I think. I think around the later part of 5 is when I started to feel like I was hitting a wall a bit. Now, in certain instances, I made, anytime I played Luigi, basically I made the game harder for myself, right? Anytime I played Peach, it was a breeze, pretty much. But I don't think the fact that I didn't play like Peach at the end there was a problem. I don't think that was the problem there at the end. I think the problem there at the end was just that it was... I feel like all the really interesting game design kind of went out the window at the end. I suppose there were interesting stuff, like interesting ideas being thrown around in the last couple levels, but the way they used them, I feel like, was just really, really appalling, and also had very little to do with platforming, and was just like weird gimmick nonsense. Like a lot of it was like just having to deal with like weird gimmick nonsense. I mean, they literally introduced conveyor belts at the very last level. Just to load infinite Shy Guy spawners. That's another thing too. I like the idea of picking enemies up and throwing them, but the fact that they don't just die when you throw them, they just like stick to the ground. The amount of times that got me hit or got me killed, because it's like you just can't get rid of enemies. Like unless you hit an enemy with another enemy, the screen will fill endlessly with enemies. No, and you just can't do anything about it. Yeah, the way enemies tracked you, the way a lot of the enemies wouldn't move all the way left and then all the way right, they would like stop in place randomly and turn around, or some of them would just turn the moment you jump behind them. It was crazy. The snippets that would just randomly shoot stuff, and I mean like just purely randomly shoot stuff. That's the thing, right? In a platformer, I want to be able to see a pattern, recognize it, and learn it. That's like part of the thing, right? So if the pattern for every enemy is no pattern, if the gimmick with every enemy is do whatever they want, I really start to lose. It really starts to feel bad, you know. But I mean, I'm talking about the game design of a freaking NES game, of an old freaking NES game, and yet I don't know. I still had fun though, in the first 2/3 at least. It just towards the end when they were like, oh, we got to make sure that people who make it here we have to make sure we design it in a way that boots them back to the beginning. Can't have people beating their games too quickly. And it's like, sheesh, if I was a kid and these are the kind of games well, first off, I would be much better. I would be pretty good at them, right? If that was the case. But I remember when I was confronted with hard challenges, it was extremely discouraging. And I'm not sitting here like, oh, games shouldn't be challenging. Games shouldn't be hard. No, I think there absolutely is a place for challenging games, right? But challenging is fun. Hard is something else. Challenging can be hard. Hard can be challenging. But something that is hard in a way that is that is just punishing. There's a certain level, there's like a give and take, right? Of like, how punishing can you make something before it's no longer a fun challenge, right? A lot of games kind of toe that line when they want to be difficult, where it's like, again, instead of having a list of options of a way to make a game hard, you decide that it's a checklist and you want to mark them all off. And it's like, well, cool, this is awful. This feels bad. If you stack too many things up against the player, then it's like, well, why am I... If you give me a wall and your goal was to make it insurmountable, why am I trying to surmount it? You know, unless I'm a YouTuber trying to play freaking Jump King or something and have a rage-inducing 5 hours straight of just unhappiness. It's why, even though I love platformers, I don't think I'm ever going to play Jump King because I don't, that does not draw me, you know? I do not feel the appeal there. That being said, this is the end. There is no way to get back, even to the main menu here. So, if you've enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Episodes of this just a couple times a week, spread throughout. Streams will be coming back with something brand new. Don't know what it'll be. Stay tuned. Links in the description. Me and my friend are making a game. Any and all support towards that would be much appreciated. You can support us by supporting the videos, streams, and of course the Patreon. And until next time, don't forget to be kind. And next time is a game that means a lot to me because I actually made it to the end of this game. Unlike Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, I had Super Mario Bros. 3 on my Game Boy Advance, and I played the heck out of it. And I made it legitimately all the way through to the end. I'm not with any warp stuff. I also screwed around with warp pipes and things like that. But no, I legitimately made it all the way to the end of the game. At one world at a time, all the way to the end. I never beat it. It gets pretty tough at the end. But I'm super excited to play this one because I feel like this is where the series starts to really develop its own, like, once again, first off, it's a massive step. It's a massive step away from the first two games, stylistically, again. One has its own style. 2 takes it in a completely different direction. 3 takes it in another completely different direction, with way more power-up. But returning to, like, more of the idea of 1, but with way more power-ups and stuff. You get world maps and stuff now. It's the first game that introduced world maps. Where you get to choose what levels you go to or how many levels you go to, and there's like side objectives and things, side tasks and mini games to play. I love the game, and also I just love the visuals of the like original game as well. So that'll be super fun. I'm super excited for that, and we'll see if I am excited by the time I make it a good deal through it. Here's the thing: things are going to get hard, things are going to get challenging, but as we saw in 1, I just had a good time in 1. So when I stop having a good time from hitting my head against a wall, I start to question whether it's just me, whether it's like my personal taste, or whether there's something inherent to the game itself that may be lacking. And in this case, I feel like there was a little bit of design stuff that sort of rubbed me the wrong way. Rubbed me enough of the wrong way to break my rule about only save stating at the beginning of every level, because I wouldn't be done with this right now if I didn't. I was playing that level / fighting that last boss for almost 2 hours. 1 hour and 47 minutes at least. So, forgive me, but I can't be bothered. Till next time, have a good one.